Hello, everybody. It's Dr. Rick dropping in on you. Hope everybody is doing well. We're in the middle of the week. We're going to do things a little differently today, so get ready. This is going to be a power packed, probably 15 minutes or less. At least that's the goal, but I do want to give you enough to really, truly touch and inspire you. Normally, this would be Wealth Building Wednesday, but we're going to push that into next week. I want to talk to you about what happens when darkness falls. You know, things happen in life that you cannot avoid, no matter how well you plan, no matter how well you sit up and set yourself up, no matter how positive you think, no matter what you do. There are just certain things you don't get to circumvent in this life. It's a part of the status quo, the par for course. It is simply going to happen. You are going to have setbacks. You are going to have frustrations. You are going to experience loss. You are going to um, find out that there are people who you trusted who are betraying you, and on down the line. This is simply what happens. But when you're in those dark moments, how do you handle it? And when you are experiencing those moments of adversity, what is your response to the adversity? Because how you respond to adversity, it's ultimately going to determine the outcome of your life. There's no guarantee against adversity. There's no guarantee against loss. There's no guarantee against pain. It's a part of the process, but how you respond to it can have a direct and will have a direct impact on how you come out of it. And so I want to talk to you about that. I want to talk to you about that. And I want to do it in a time when I'm in a dark place. Those of you who are aware know that we recently lost my mom. And as we prepare to lay her to rest, there are a lot of things that are flowing through your mind. There are a lot. There's nothing more final than this type of thing, and you've got to wrestle with and come to grips with all these different things. And life is still lifing. Life is still making demands on you. And it's easy to sit up and say, "Well, don't do this, don't do that. Just sit back and all this stuff." But see, the thing is, every person knows what's in front of them, and every person knows what they're responsible for, and every person knows what they need from themselves, and everybody responds to things differently. The thing is, are you responding from the darkness? Are reacting to the darkness? Are you responding from what you can see in the light in the distance? It's how it's going to play out for you. And so I want to share from you at a time that I'm pushing through a moment, and me and my siblings and my aunts and cousins are all going to be dealing with this in different ways. And everybody's coming through, and the goal is to lift people. The goal is to, here's the beautiful thing that I've learned in life, and this is what I want to share with you. If you don't get anything else, I want to share with you that one of the best things, one of the best and most powerful forces in life is love. And when you can extend love in moments of pain, the healing process is expedited. And when I say love, I'm not talking about this emotional euphoria that people love to get caught up in. I'm talking about the execution of benevolence. I'm talking about looking at someone and seeing what they're going through. And while you're going through your thing, you still reach out and you still do something to help them. People ask, shouldn't you be sitting back? No, see, the things that you'll see me do, there are some things that I've set out. There are some things I've set out. For the most part, I've cleared my calendar as far as clients are concerned. I'm not seeing clients to this week, and maybe next week we're laying my mom to rest on the 21st. Um, and I'm clearing my calendars that, but I'm also doing work. And it doesn't mean that I'm not dealing with people. It's just that that calendar has this thing that puts you in a place you've got to be somewhere, and you don't control the narrative. Because when I'm dealing with my clients, I'm dealing with what they're going through. And a lot of times I'm dealing with people who are either really striving for something heavy or have really gone through something dark. And I need to be there, and I need to be totally present, and I need to be able to do what I do. And as an empath, that can be very, very heavy and draining. So I step back and, like, Yesterday was a mental health day. It wasn't one of my better mental health days because a lot of stuff was happening. But nevertheless, that's what I've done. I've created a week where I do that thing. You've got to manage it. But everybody can't sit still in these moments. Some people need to be busy. The thing is, how are you busying yourself? How are you doing those things? Before I move on, before I forget, because I'm already in this place where I want to really touch and bless you, because see, somebody's going through something right now. But before I forget, look, we're rallying up. We're almost there. The 23rd, we're starting our year-long immersion. This elevation and empowerment transformative immersion is going to last from October to October. It is designed to get you cranked up, started in the right frame of mind, the right thought processes, the right strategies moving into 2024 and carrying you all the way through and getting you set up for 2025. This is how you put and make predictable changes that produce results in your life. You have to be strategic about it. You have to be deliberate about it. You have to be intentional. And I'm showing people how to do that. So if you haven't signed up for this course, it's in the description box. You do not want to miss going one-on-one. Well, it won't be one-on-one, but I am going to offer the people who take advantage of this course, the next 5 people, let's just say the next 5 people who take advantage of this course will get a chance to work with me one-on-one. With that being said, look, let's do this. If you're going through something right now, I want you to stop, if you can, what you're doing for just a minute. And I want you to think about this. No matter where you are right now, that's not your final landing place unless you happen to transition out of this life. It's not where you're going to end up. It's what you're going through. And I think a lot of people sit up and they get caught up in something and they become so identified with it that it becomes the weight that they carry. Some people are still carrying pain from 10 years ago. Some people are still carrying pain from 15 years ago. Some of you are still carrying pain from childhood experiences. And while they were traumatic, while they were hurtful, while they were painful and devastating, it's time to set them down. It's time to effectively and properly process what has happened. It's time to integrate those moments into your linear timeline so they are now in the past and no longer a present threat to you. Because some of you are carrying it in a way that it's consistently and steadily disrupting your daily lives. You can't even walk. And then some of you are right now just simply in a dark transitional place. Something has happened. Maybe you're like me and you just lost a loved one. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe you're struggling in your marriage. Maybe you're going through a divorce. Maybe the children are going through their own situations. And as a parent, you're going through, maybe you are looking at a dire financial situation. And then I can go on and on of the things that are going on. But let me tell you something. Today is today. Tomorrow brings new opportunities, but you've got to be able to understand that it's not about dismissing the current situation. It's not about marginalizing it. It's about placing it in proper context. See, it's big right now, but it's not bigger than my destiny. It's big right now, but it's not bigger than God. It's big right now, but it's not bigger than my purpose. It's big right now, but it's not bigger than my faith. In other words, no matter how dark it looks, no matter how bad it looks, no matter what's going on, it's not big enough to stop what God has set forth in your life. You were designed to do something extraordinary. You were designed to exceed and transcend the things that are around you, the very things that are causing you harm and pain right now are the very things that are going to elevate and push you upward. And it's the very things that people are not. Let me tell you something. Faith is best served the seeds of faith are best served planted in the soil of adversity. Let me tell you, it's nothing that cultivates faith like adversity. It's nothing that provides sustenance to your faith like faith is literally grown in the soil of adversity. You've got to get to a point where you understand that what you're going through is momentary. What you're going through is temporary. The pain that you feel, the tears that you shed, they're all temporary. And there's nothing wrong with feeling it. Let yourself feel it. Give yourself permission to be hurt. Give yourself permission to be sad. Give yourself permission to be concerned. But what you cannot become is consumed by the darkness. When darkness falls, understand that you're not alone. Understand that even in this darkness, there's a presence called God that is aware of what you're going through, capable of bringing you through it, and ready to do something exceptional and extraordinary in your life through your faith. If you go back and you look in the New Testament in the Bible, and you look at all these miraculous things that Christ did, and if people came to him and said, this is happening, healed, rose from the dead, healed, and all these things. But if you look at it, there was something that followed each one of those miracles. That's something that followed. And what was it? It says, by your faith, you're healed according to your faith. In other words, it wasn't what I'm doing, it's what your faith is doing through me. In other words, it's because you believed you're healed. God is going to do something through your faith. But see, faith isn't faith when you're in situations where you automatically know the outcome. That's simply execution. See, faith is the place where you get and you're trusting that what you know and believe is going to manifest itself, even though you cannot see how. I know that my heart will be healed because I trust the process. I don't know the time and I don't know how and I don't know the pace or the rate, but I know that I'm becoming something better because of. Somebody out there is going through something right now. Let me tell you something. No matter how dark it is in your life right now, man, no matter what's going on, don't you dare quit. Don't you dare give up. No. Don't allow the moment to speak louder than your destiny. Do you hear what I'm saying? See, what we tend to do is we get into a moment and we give so much attention to that moment. Remember what I always say, what you focus on is what you feel. We're giving so much attention to that moment that the moment starts to blast so loudly that we no longer hear the promises. We no longer hear the subtle whispers of I love you, I care, the subtle whispers of I got you, the subtle whispers of I will never leave you nor forsake you, the subtle whispers of no weapon formed against you will prosper, the subtle whispers of you are more than a conqueror, the subtle whispers of I'll do all things through Christ. You can't hear them because you're focused on the problem so deeply that it's blaring in your spirit, and all you can hear is the darkness claiming something that matters to you. But let me tell you something. The beautiful thing that I've learned about life is that there's an eternal perpetuation of life. It changes in form, but it continues. When you understand that, you learn that I can still feel presence of certain things because while gone in bodily form, the energy created can be regenerated through memories. And then if you're going through a problem where you're struggling with something that you are afraid of what's going to happen tomorrow, it says, I'll never leave you nor forsake you. Let me tell you something. There's nothing you're going to go through that you're not already prepared for. There's nothing that you're going to face that you aren't built to handle. You're built for this. Oh, it doesn't feel good. No, it doesn't feel good. I remember losing my stepmother in 2005, and my cousin, and I share this with you, he, in his bravery and courage, preached her funeral, and he used the book of Job. And whether you believe or not is not why I'm here. I believe in the power of God to do exceptional and extraordinary things in the lives of those who trust the plan and the process, and who walk with power and force and faith. But in this chapter, he reads the entire first chapter, and then he asks this question: can God trust you with trouble? Now, this isn't this thing where you start to think, well, is this all I'm here for, is to go through trouble? No, but can God trust you? See, when God can trust you with trouble, Not just your life changes, but the life of people who are observing the process in your life change. When people see you square your shoulders in moments of adversity, when people see you hold your head up in moments of despair, when people sit up and see you say, maybe not today, but tomorrow, and they are looking at you and they're going, why won't they quit? Why won't they give up? Why won't they fold? Why won't they surrender? Why won't they lay down? Why won't they turn back? Because I'm walking in purpose. I'm walking in purpose. I'm walking in this thing that's unstoppable, unshakable, unbreakable, immovable, because I'm trusting the design. I'm trusting the designer. I'm trusting that what I am supposed to be doing in this world will be done. I could literally go on and on and on, but let me tell you something. To the person who's in a dark place right now, you're not forgotten. You're not alone. You haven't lost. You're in transition. You're in process. And you heard me say this over and over again. It's been a theme for years that the process precedes the promise. The process precedes the promise. Don't you give up right now. Don't you turn around. Don't let go. Don't surrender. See, faith is a substance of things that you hope for, and it's the evidence of the things you aren't able to see. You don't have to see it, you have to trust it. You got to have a spiritual vision that looks beyond what the physical eyes can see and the mind can comprehend, because there's something incomprehensible about faith that transcends the moment. So wherever you are right now, whatever you're going through, there's something on the other side of that pain. There's something on the other side of that fear. There's something on the other side of that disappointment and despair. There's something on the other side of what you're going through right now. And I guarantee you that if you hold your head up, I'm not telling you you're not supposed to feel. I'm not telling you that you're not supposed to have. What I'm telling you is trust the promise. Know that whatever it is, no matter how crushed you may be in your moment, healing has already started. God can mend it, and you're going to come out of it. I promise you that in this darkness, something is happening on the inside that cannot be explained. Something is happening on the inside that is elevating you. Start believing. I want to wish you the best. I've got to get off of here. I got something I got to get ready for. I've got to get off, but look, whatever it is, you're built for it. Whatever it is, it can't break you. Whatever it is, there's a bright spot on the other side. Again, I want to wish you the best. I want to lift you. I want to encourage you. I want you to stand in belief that something special is happening in your life, that what you're going through is not going to destroy you, that you are about to do something phenomenal. As I always say, I live my life on full so that when I leave this place, I die on E. I'm going to give this world everything I've got. I'm going to touch lives. I'm going to heal souls and spirits. and bodies. I'm going to heal minds. I'm going to leave this place better than I found it, because that's the goal. That's the destiny. That's the promise. You have something inside of you that God wants to use. Don't let your circumstances bury it. Don't let this dark moment snuff out the light within. As I said at the beginning, if you want to join me on this journey, we're going October to October. The link to this powerful 12-month immersive uh, is in the description box. I would love to have you join me and the others. We are going to go hard for 12 months. And when you click the link, you'll be able to see the entire syllabus for each month, what we're going to be doing. So get ready. We're about to do something special. On that note, look, I'm really excited. I thank you. God bless you. Have a great day.